Okay, once again, this is MC Spice. I'm talking to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and we just touched on family. To go further into that, marriage among blacks has fallen 34% compared to America's overall decline of about 17%. Why have some of us as a people opted out of the covenant of marriage in the black community?
Well, marriage, my dear brother and listeners, is more than people making vows. It's about fulfilling duty. One of the things that the New Testament constantly preaches is love. But one of the things that the Holy Quran, which is the book of scripture of the Muslims, constantly admonishes us on is duty. You can't say, I love you. In that context, love is a verb. And if you use love as a verb and not as a noun, that means there has to be an action that corresponds to the word that reflects your duty to the woman, to the children that will come from that marriage, a duty to yourself. So when a person has no education, has nothing in front of them to look forward to, marriage then is the furthest thing from their mind. And today, with a sex-oriented culture, a man can have pleasure without responsibility, so why be married? And if a woman will give herself away to a man without a man making a pledge to be responsible for that which is going on that is for married life, then we've cheapened marriage. We've cheapened the institution by cheapening ourselves and taking sex for pleasure, no responsibility. And right now, God ordained sex for procreation. And if we are not in the thought of reproducing ourselves, because this is how life continues throughout the generations, it's through procreation. Well, if America now, with Roe versus Wade, has made it legal for us to have abortions, and from what I read recently, 40% of all abortions in America are by black women. I don't know the truth of those statistics, but if we as a people are 13% of the population, and yet 40% of the abortions, then we accept to kill the fruit of the womb rather than work to nurture it, support it, and make a future for it. And so, again, this world in which we live is promoting this, and we have to produce a new and better world in fulfillment of what is written in the scriptures. Behold, I make all things new. There will be a new heaven and a new earth, and the former things shall pass away. We have to begin anew. And that means there has to be a new idea that governs our thinking, a new idea that produces new thoughts that will make us new creatures. And that is what the New Testament is really talking about. When someone gets to know Jesus, the Christ, they become a new creature in him, meaning a transformation takes place in the way you think if you're really a true disciple of the Christ. But there are too few. Too many who say his name, too few who follow him. May God bless you, my brother, bless your radio efforts, and I thank you so much for the privilege and the honor of sharing these few words with your listeners.
And we thank you very much.